Hi guys, what's up? This video is for e-travel arrival tutorial. I have a flight this May 1st and the recording of this video is 28 March. So it's 3 days before my flight. I have to submit my e-travel. E-travel is a digital passport stamp in Philippines. It's part of our Philippine travel system. Everyone is required to submit an e-travel arrival. Filipinos, tourists, dual citizen, everyone. Before we begin, make sure you have your passport with you, your flight itinerary, your accommodation or address in Philippines, and an email address. You need to go online using your mobile phone, your laptop, or computer. Visit this website, etravel.gov.ph. You are required to create an account first. You can check out my tutorial here, how to create your e-travel account. And for those who are traveling as a group, you need to add your family member as long as they are in this relationship circle. Unfortunately, in-laws, girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, you cannot add them. Alright, let's begin. Click here to sign in and log in using your e-travel account and password. Start by clicking New Travel Declaration. For me, means it's for yourself. This current user inside e-travel. For others, as I mentioned earlier, you can create one for your family member and choose their name in this list. Air means traveling by flight, so this one is correct. Choose arrival because we are arriving in Philippines. Departure kung ikaw ay palabas ng Pilipinas. When you are leaving from Philippines, press continue to proceed. Purpose of travel in Philippines. For tourists, you can choose holiday, leisure, or vacation. If you are visiting a Filipino family or relative, you can choose this one. Para naman sa mga Filipino, pwede nyo piliin yung returning resident. Or if you are an OFW tulad ko, you can choose OFW. Aircraft passenger is correct. Flight information. So this part, check your flight itinerary or your flight ticket. Name of airline, you can type in here or search the name of your airline. The flight number will load automatically based on the airline you are taking. If your flight number did not appear in this section, don't worry. You just need to cancel this registration, go back again to the New Travel Declaration, and then if you remember this part, under arrival, there is a special flight. So you can click this one, go back to your flight number. You can now type in manually your flight number. There are also cases that your name of airline does not appear, so what I suggest, you can choose NA, not applicable. I hope this part is clear. Anyway, here, so I will just choose Philippine Airlines and my flight number is PR502. Country of origin, this is where you are coming from before Philippines. So my country of origin is Singapore. Airport of origin, this is the name of the airport of the country you are departing from. You can also check your flight itinerary. Date of departure, this is the date when you are leaving or when is your departure flight. My flight is May 1st, 2025. For those who have a connecting flight or transit flight, you can check this option. Search which country you are transiting. Choose from the list. Add in the name of the airport in that country and the date when is your transit flight. If you have multiple connecting flights, you can only declare one. So just choose any country or flight as long as it appears inside e-travel. We don't have a connecting flight, I will cancel this one. Airport of destination. Which airport or terminal in Philippines you are arriving. Date of arrival, when are you arriving in Philippines? In my case, it's Singapore to Philippines is just 4 hours. Always refer to your flight itinerary if you are not sure. Destination arrival, this is your accommodation or address in Philippines. Filipino residents, I recommend piliin nyo na lang yung same as permanent country of residence para di na kayo mahirapan. For tourists, if you have a hotel booking, you can type and search the name of the hotel. Which hotel name appears here. If you are renting Airbnb or staying to a Filipino resident, Filipino friends, family, or relative, you can choose residence and add in their address here. If you have a connecting flight after arriving in Philippines without leaving the airport, choose transport via airport. and then choose which airport in Philippines because we have multiple airports here, and then which country you will go next. If not, let's just cancel this. Press next to go to the next page. Health declaration. Let's skip these countries because this is optional. If you are exposed with infectious disease or you have been sick or not feeling well for the past 30 days, you can declare it here. Just choose from the symptoms that are available or applicable. But for this tutorial, we will just press no and then choose next. Customs declaration. Okay, I'll save you the time. You don't need to read this part. For baggage declaration, just take note, based on this picture, if you are not bringing in excess of this amount, you don't need to declare anything. It's a bit complicated, but you can ask me in the comment section. Let's go to currency declaration. For cash, notes, or bank checks, if it's more than 50,000 pesos, and if it's non-Philippine peso, let's say dollars, US dollars, Singapore dollars, any non-Philippine peso, more than or same amount of 10,000 US dollar, these two amount, you need a written document from Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. I don't recommend you guys bringing this kind of money. It's also not safe in Philippines. So just keep your money in your digital bank or online savings, mobile banking. And the rest is straightforward as long as you're not bringing illegal items, weapons, and so on. For this tutorial, we will not declare anything. Let's just choose no. Nothing to declare. You can ask me anytime in the comment section, or if you need clarification which one to declare or not. Other travel details. How many adults and how many minors below 18 years old you are in a group. If you are traveling alone, you can put 0. Number of baggage. How many check-in bags do you have? In my case, I have 130 kg and 1 TV set, so I will put 2. I have one 7 kg hand carry, so I will put 1. If you are a group and you are doing this for a family or relative, you can add it here. Hand carry bags, check-in bags of your group. You don't need to declare your personal bags, your small bags, backpack, clutch, purse, only those hand carry and check-in baggage. Answer if this is your first time in Philippines. Press next. Signature part. If you are using your mobile phone, it's easier to sign. If you are not happy with your signature or you want to repeat, you can choose clear. If you are okay with your signature, click next to proceed. If you are traveling again as a group, your travel member's name will appear here. You can select their name and then you can sign in behalf of them. If they are with you, you can let them sign. So I'm traveling alone. I will not declare any travel member. I will choose next and then press yes. We are almost done here. You just need to double check your details, your personal information, country of residence, travel details, flight information, and so on. If you want to change anything, click previews. If everything is okay, no errors, choose submit. So congratulations, this is your e-travel QR code. You can screenshot this and save it into your mobile phone. If you are using your computer, just click download QR code. You can also check your email. There is a copy of the QR code. You don't need to show this when you arrive in Philippines. You will only need to show this in the customs area where the officer will scan your QR code. If you have any question, just comment down below. I've done a lot of e-travel tutorials. I just want to make another one since I have a flight in Philippines. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thanks for those who are supporting my channel. I will see you in my next video.